everybody, welcome to Easy Solutions. I am Rijila. Today we are going to learn past continuous tense. It's a 2 parts video. This is the first part. Today we are going to learn 3 uses of past continuous tense. Let's begin. Past continuous tense. As the name suggests, it's a past action. It happened in the past. It describes events which happened in the past. And at the same time, it's a continuous process. That means it started in the past and continued for a short period of time. So that is past continuous tense. Let's see that in detail. Its structure or its form is subject. Subject means I, you, like that. Subject plus was or were. Was for singular subjects. Were for plural subjects. Plus ing form of the verb. That is the structure. Now coming to its uses. First one, we can say that past continuous is used to describe actions which is interrupted by another action. One action is going on in the past. At that time, it is interrupted by another action. In such cases, we can use past continuous tense. One example I will tell you. Yesterday, while I was teaching, one student entered the classroom. While I was teaching, the process was going on. At that time, an interruption. One student entered the class. While I was cooking in the kitchen, bell rang. Cooking. I was cooking in the kitchen. The action was going on. And one interruption. Bell rang. Okay. So in that case, we can use past continuous tense. I will explain it with a timeline. Okay. That is the first use when one action is interrupted by another action. See, look here. This timeline represents, here it is the past, here it is present. So, from here to here it is past. Okay, here, I was teaching. I was teaching. I was teaching at that, see, teaching. See, I was teaching. It was going on. It's a longer action. And one student entered. One student entered the class. One student entered the classroom. So, 2 actions. One action is a longer action and the other one is a short action. One student, it is the action which interrupted the other action. So, in this case, we can use past continuous tense. While I was teaching. While I was teaching, one student entered the classroom. Entered the class. Entered the classroom. Okay. While I was teaching. While I was teaching. See, from here I was teaching here. It started in the past and it was continuing. At that time, one action interrupted this action. That is past continuous tense. Okay. This is one use. While I was teaching. Then another sentence. That's why as I told you, there is a while I was cooking in the kitchen, the bell rang. While I was sweeping the floor, someone called me. Okay, all these are examples of past continuous tense. Another situation when we can use past continuous tense is when we describe an action happening at a specific time in the past. For example, look here, look this timeline. Here at 6 p.m. that is a specific time in the past. At 6 p.m. see here I was studying. I was studying at 6 p.m. Last night at 6 p.m. I was studying. So when we describe actions happening at a specific time in the past, we can use past continuous tense. Okay, another situation when we can use past continuous tense is parallel actions. What are parallel actions? You might have heard about parallel lines in maths. Here, parallel action means happening at the same time. Look here. Here there is a timeline for you. See one action is going on here, studying. Here another action is going on, making dinner. While he was studying, I was making dinner. I was making dinner. Two actions. Two actions at the same time. So I use past continuous tense there. So for parallel actions, we can use past continuous tense. So the examples. While I was cooking in the kitchen, they were watering the plants. Was cooking. I was cooking. Okay, was cooking. Past continuous tense. Here, they were watering the plants. Simultaneously, these actions are happening at the same time. Parallel actions. Here, while I was driving, past continuous tense. She was looking at me, was looking at. So, past continuous tense. Two actions, parallel actions. While she was sweeping the floor, I was talking to her. Was sweeping, past continuous. I was talking to her, was talking. So this is on this one also. These three sentences are examples of sentences with the past continuous tense. And when we use past continuous tense in sentences, we should know the usages of these two words, when and while. These two words are quite similar, but we should know its usage. I will give you some examples. See, look here. See, when is used with the past simple, that is the rule. While is used with the present participle. Present participle means ing form of the verb. See the example. While I was writing on the board, she entered the room. While I was writing on the board, she entered the room. While is used with the present participle. While is used with the present participle. This one, present participle means writing here. That longer action. It was going on. With that action, thus we can use while. Here it is another sentence. She entered the room. Okay, it is past simple only. Look here, the next sentence. I was writing when she entered the room. I was writing when. I used when in this sentence. So I used it with the past simple. When with the past simple and while with the present participle. While with the longer action and here it is she entered the room. That is the action which interrupted the other action. So when this word when we can use with that sentence. Let's see two more examples. While I was making dinner, she called me. Here, this is the longer action. While is used with the making dinner. While is used with the making dinner. While I was making dinner, she called me. Here, when she called me, I was making dinner. When is used with the past simple called. The action which interrupted the other action. When is used with the called. The next example. While I was reading a book, the bell rang. Look here, while is used with the longer action. With the present participle, ing form of the verb. While I was reading a book, the bell rang. That's the sentence. Here in this sentence, I used while. See the next sentence. I was reading a book when the bell rang. When is used with the past simple. Rang. When is used with the past simple. Okay, so that is the rule for using when and while in past continuous tense. So today we discussed 3 uses of past continuous tense. Let's have a review of those 3 uses. First one, it's used to describe an action which is interrupted by another action. Second one, used to describe an action at a specific time in the past. Then another one, that is parallel actions. 2 actions going on at the same time in the past. For that also we can use past continuous tense. Then today we discussed the use of when and while. That also we discussed. When is used with the past simple and while is used with the present participle. Okay. Next week we will discuss some more uses of past continuous tense. So bye. See you next week.